Hi, I'm Mike Petman, and welcome to the new series Wild on Sport, where I take you, the viewers, outdoors to some of our region's resources and top activities, ensuring you stay active. Now, the show's all about breaking down barriers, how for beginners to get into the sport, how to include the kids, and even thinking outside the square so we can all have a bit of fun. So I do hope you enjoy it. Today we're going to have a look at walking, running and tramping, the fundamentals of pretty much any sport. We thought none better to have a look at some of our region's walkways. Today we're at the Ashurst end of the Manawatu Gorge, and we thought we'd go have a look at the new track, the Tawa track. I'll head to the other side, so tie your shoelaces on nice and tight and come get wild with sport with Mike. Okay, before we set off on the big adventure, there's a few safety tips. First things first, you've all heard the nasty stories about people getting lost. Now fortunately this isn't too brutal, it's only 10k from one side to the next. And there's usually a bit of traffic, so you'll be okay. However, safety first and best practice comes into play here. So do tell a family member or friend where you're going, and then of course give them a call when you get back. Next thing is appropriate clothing. You're going to want something reasonably breathable, and hair's nice and sheltered, so you might get a bit sweaty. Avoid the cotton, because you'll probably get a bit chilly after you sweat a bit. The other thing is nice little sport shoes there, otherwise tramping, depending on what you want to do, whether it's your running, your tramping or what have you. Now if you're taking kids, you don't want to give them something to eat, because I've been in this situation, brought the t-shirt and thrown it away. It's horrible if they're Scotty, so make sure they're well fed and hydrated. I usually just carry this little hydro pack in there. It's more than enough water for me, and a bar of chocolate, which makes me nice and happy. So having said that, let's be on our way. Righto, so here we are. We're at the new track, the Tawa Loop. It's about 3.2 kilometres long. You'll get here and you'll see that the new line track. That's the distinctive difference here. We've all heard about the disruptions the slip caused, but as a result, we follow this track, we get to a brand new fantastic lookout of the gorge. So let's go. Alright, so we've been going for probably about just over 2k now, and I have to say it is a lot easier than the original track, so beginners, this is a great opportunity to use this track. However, in saying that, it's all been uphill, so it has still been challenging. So if you have your kids, have a break here, enjoy the view and give them something to eat. Whew. Not bad, not bad at all. Well done for getting this far, and when you come this far you get to reap the rewards, and what a view. It really is a bird's eye view of the Manawatu Gorge, and you get a real appreciation of the amount of soil and dirt that was just dumped upon the river, and it's changed this landscape quite dramatically. But while we get to enjoy the view, it's also a good time to refuel and revise. So what do you want to do from here? This is a nice loop. You can go back down the original one, or you can carry on the 10k. Having said that, we've done all the hard work, to be honest. It's about 300 metres up here, and then it comes to some rolling hills. Still hard work, mind you, but it's worth going all the way, so that's what I'm going to do now. So it's a good chance here to keep pushing up these hills. Okay, so we're at the other lookout now, the White Horse Rapid. I've brought the crew back here. They're going to head back down. I'm going to be carrying on. for a run. It's rude not to, really. You know why? I really love this place. It's a brilliant place to bring kids, and I think this generation's going to be defined by technology, social media, and in particular the iPods, and as a result I think children have got increasingly reluctant to exercise, and I think as parents we've got a real duty to educate our kids and have that family time and to bond, and there's no better place to bring them and to educate them about exercise. But you think back about when you're a kid and when you're with your dad or grandparents, it was all about getting out and doing stuff. It was never about being on the computer, and those are the memories that you want to create. Now the challenging bit is keeping them happy, and of course I've mentioned the food, but the other thing, and the thing that gets me excited, is just being a kid. And no better than your genuine make your own bow and arrow. And this has taken me about 10 minutes, and you've got to use wet wood, and all of using it as a piece of vine there, and tied it together, flexed it so it's nice and doesn't break on you, tied it with a bit of flax, and hunky-dory, we're away laughing. So I'm going to give this bad boy a go. But other things to include the kids is build a hut. Do it while you're taking a rest so mum and dad can enjoy the view, and it'll keep them busy, trust me. Alright, so I'm going to give this bad boy a go, and then we'll head off. It worked. It worked, it didn't break. Alright, so we just turned our back on the White Horse Rapid and we discovered this great wee shelter for the kids if they're brave enough to get in. But I'll tell you what, it's a few creepy crawlies. But other side of me, there's been a temporary shelter, and let me show you this. If I can get out. Have a look at this. You can see the kids have given it a go. It's been battered by the storm, but nonetheless they've given it a good shot. Perfect way to keep the kids entertained. Whew, right, I've been running for about 5k now, and we're at the 6k mark, and I like to say most of the hard work's done. I'd like to, but in fairness it's probably about 85% downhill from here, so all the hard work's done. But for you adventure runners, these are good indicators. You can use this for your fartlek running, so try one hard and then one easy, one hard, or you just might want to go to a certain point. Either way is fine, or you can just walk the whole way. Another alternative is trying a night run. Now, word of warning, you're going to want a good night light and possibly a jacket in your backpack, because the weather can turn, and if it does, even though it is sheltered, you're going to get wet. So be prepared. Righto, better get back and see the rest of the boys. I'm going to attack the downhills, that's my plan. It's always good to have plans and goals. And a good mountain runner once told me that you enjoy the uphills and enjoy the down, and I'm definitely going to enjoy the downhills. For you really adventurous types who like the adrenaline, stay on your toes, but stay in control, and always sort of scan the area, because you want to know where you're going to be putting your foot. But it's good, your eyes go wide open and a bit watery, and that's what I'm going to do now. So let's get into it. Hey guys! Hey. See that area up there? Went out with the girls once, and me and my mate decided to hide up there, swing off the vines, surprise them. Well, first bit worked well. What I didn't think of is that the vines would swing back and I'll be suspended over that cliff. Well, That's when the joke was on me. But between you and me and the rest of TTV, it was so worth it. Here we go guys, 2k to go, less than that, and we're home and hose. See the Woodville from here, start of the gorge, and there's the balance bridge. Oh, it's looking good. It's been fun, it's been enjoyable, but I'm looking forward to the end. Right now, I'm going to reward myself, a nice bar of chocolate and a bit of my hydro pack. Whew, well, we've made it. 10k of fun. And if you want to get into walking or running, try looking at your local eyesight for some local walkways around the region. Alternatively, you can get into it by going to the Manawatu Striders down at the YMCA in Palmerston North. That's on Tuesday nights at 6:15. That's on a run until late February. You know, I talked about our duty of getting our kids out there, but it is such good fun. Even if you just come by yourself, get into it, people. Go wild on sport.